All right, welcome everyone to Frontrunners Racing League ARCA series brought to you by Grid Finder. We're here today at Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. We're coming in at a good time. We'll follow James as he just crossed the start-finish line. I believe it's a 4.2 mile course, 14 turns. Lots of straights, lots of heavy braking zones, lots of elevation changes. Very classic Can-Am track. A lot of history here. Hosted NASCAR Cup Xfinity before. Hosts IndyCar pretty regularly. It is not FIA Grade 1 safety anymore, so not able to host Formula 1, but the IMSA Sports Car Challenge is there as well. Yeah, we should be in for a good race. We got a decent field here. Looks like we got 14, maybe 15, maybe 16 drivers here today. So we should see who has the ability to handle the stock car on a road circuit.
Yeah, this track here is beautiful. It's one of the best road courses in my opinion, and these stock cars, they drive pretty insane through here, but they're fun to handle. But you got the guys like Michael Boyles, and you also got Aiden Lucas, a rivalry brewing between them. They're the two fastest guys right now at the road courses, and we kind of bet on that going into it. It's gonna be a fun one here tonight.
We got a minute 20 left, so everyone should be getting their last pace laps in here. Do your last water break. Maybe hit the bathroom if you got a quick second. We should be hitting up qualifying here pretty soon. Once we do that, we'll follow someone around, go through the track. I think it should be pretty apparent. These guys are got a lot of machine to handle through some of these turns. There's pretty flat turns out there, heavy braking zones. You're gonna see a lot of wobbling.
Yeah, the rear ends are really happy in this car, and obviously stock car. That's like the bread and butter of these types of cars at road courses, just sliding out the rear. It's like Tokyo Drift or like Formula Drift, just without the want to do that stuff. It should be really fun. I mean, we got a really stacked field here tonight. We got a really big field, and going through the first couple turns, yeah, it's gonna be pretty nasty. There's gonna be a dogfight for that podium spot.
Yeah, we might see something a little interesting turn 1, lap 1, or turn 3 as well. Once we get to kind of some of the longer, stressed out straightaways, it might be able to spread the field out a little bit. Someone's going to get a run on someone, but there's a lot of good drafting opportunities here at this track as well. So,
And those drafting opportunities on the two big straightaways is going to be the saving factor for a lot of these drivers. They're going to have maybe like a little bit of a mistake going through tight turns here, and then they're going to get a really good run coming onto the straightaway. And it sets it up really well for passing zones, which should be extremely fun.
we got a nice aerial shot here of the King Carousel area. Yeah, I guess as guys go out for their pace laps, we got 2 laps to set the best time. I don't think we actually have an hour of qualifying, but we may have to fast forward if that is the case. If people are done.
We'll let them sit, let them get ready for the race, let them go to the bathroom and all that kind of fun stuff, and let them lock in for the main event.
Yeah, there will not be much time to think about what you're doing during these races. This track demands your full attention, demands a good throttle control, understanding how the track and your car are going to change over the course of a run. I'm imagining we'll see one pit stop. I imagine everyone's probably going to want to take tires. But you know, you could gain 10 seconds or so without taking one. As we see, Michael Boyles goes off here in turn 7, bottom hurry downs. Turn 8, as he heads into the carousel. The lap time will be wiped, but let's see what some other guys are doing. See, Moffitt gets a little loose heading out of the carousel, heading towards the kink. One of the most dangerous corners that you can see out there.
Yeah, you got a concrete wall right at the end of it, so you blow a tire, anything goes wrong with your suspension or anything that just makes your car go straight, you're not going to have a good time. That is going to be a really nasty hit driver's side. I mean, in the IndyCar series, we saw Joseph Newgarden hit there, and he hit a ton. It was a nasty hit. Hopefully none of our drivers have to experience that, but it's definitely on the table. I mean, we know how rowdy our boys can get, and we know that they don't have a sense of danger. They just like to go for it and put their bodies on the line just to give some entertainment.
All right, as we see Lucas in the 20 heading in to finish his first lap, I believe. Maybe it's his out lap. Might only be his out lap. We'll follow him through here as he heads down the straight into turn 1. Got like a medium right-hander, nice and flat. Heading through turn 2, which is kind of a fake corner. Braking zone for 3, which opens up into the long straight towards through turn 4 and to turn 5. Turn 4 and turn 2 are both in the middle of the straights, but because of the bridges and visibility, they had to add a turn. Turn 5, so you can see he's going 170, braking all the way down to almost 40. Big heavy braking zone. Heading up to Corvette corner. Turn 6. Great viewing abilities here if you're in person. So through turn 7 down to hurry downs. Nice downhill braking zone. Big runoff with a lot of gravel. Definitely won't ruin you if you go too long, but will definitely take you out of contention. As he heads into the carousel here. Onto the pseudo straight, heading into the kink. Some cars you can take them flat out. These you cannot take them flat out. Nice long straightaway into Canada corner. I believe it was called Canada corner because that is where all the Canadians would hang out during the IMSA sports car championship when they brought out there. Maybe it was the Can-Am championship. It comes around through turns 12 and 13. Hits the final corner. A little bit of a lockup, not bad. Good power on exit, keeps it straight. Drives all the way through the finish. Barney the flag man watches him come through. And he sets the second fastest time. Michael Boyles with a 2:11.7. Lucas not able to break underneath 2:12. And that's a lap around Road America.
This track is super fun. Just fun watching all the guys go through. Fun watching all the carnage happen and all the tires sliding. It'll be just such a fun show, and I'm super excited for this one, honestly. I know road courses aren't everybody's thing, but this is just that one that stands out to almost everybody.
I'm not sure if we want to communicate a qualifying last call. I'm not sure. We got a couple people in the pits. We do have a lot of people on track still, so
Yeah,
let
do
them
it.
get a couple
Let it run
laps
out.
in. It is a
Do
long
some
track.
practice laps.
Yeah, I mean, with an outlap, it takes you close to 7 minutes to get an outlap and set two pace
Get a
laps.
lap.
So
Yeah. Go back to the broadcast. Can you meet me real quick so I could do a quick driver's meeting on the pace lap?
got you. So we got rookie Justin Sharp in the 69. Nice looking ride right there. And number 40, Charles Broderick. He's one to watch here. He's been a hard-nosed oval racer for most of his life, but just recently he's been getting into some formula racing. He actually just graduated, got the next license promotion last season. Found his formula after getting some victories in the Formula V series, so he'll be one to watch out for here today. You can see the go-kart slash Road X tracks there, right there. All right, we got Justin Sharp finishing up his last qualifying lap here. And then we should be able to start gridding up. We'll see if he can improve on his time. Doesn't look like an infraction incident point, so that's going to set our field. We got 11 people that are able to set their qualifying time, whether people did an attempt or if you have an off track, it wipes your time as well. So the field is now set. As we get ready to go. All right, as we take the grid here, let's go through our starting lineups. Michael Boyles in P1 and Aiden Lucas in P2. Those two had a good battle last week to finish 1-2. Row 2, we got James Zangi and Nicholas Moffitt, Basement Dwellers Racing Team represent. Row 3, we got Adam Boyles and Caden sitting row 3. Row 4, Keegan Huey, Peter Stewart. We should see both of them towards the front as well. Both of them definitely have road skill as well. Sitting in road 5, we got Rick Bundren and Charles Broderick. Both of them have been making a lot of improvements in their last couple weeks. Rick Bundren's road guy new to oval, so this might be something where we can really stand out here. Brandon and Abe and Jordan and Misael not getting a lap time recorded here, as well as I believe Jackson Samsel did not have one recorded as well. Brandon may have missed the start. Looks like he might be in the pit lane right now. It's coming in decent pace lap here. Hopefully they get some time to get familiar with their grip that they have, the throttle that they have, as they roll down the hill here to turn 5. Nice looking shot. So we ride along with Lucas here, see what he sees from the cockpit. Might be doing a little bit of fuel saving already here, but keeping his RPMs low.
Fuel. Oh, sorry about that, broadcasters and audience. We got guys in the grass right now trying to cool off their tires, it looks like. But what I was about to say was we might be good on fuel, which that would be really interesting. If the guys up front start pushing really hard, they may drop out of the fuel window. But if some guys at the back are like a little bit closer to the rear, or even like mid-pack right behind the first guys, if they save a little bit of fuel, they might be able to go all the way. It should be pretty interesting with the strategy coming along, but we really got to see what's going to happen here in this first turn. So for the rules for our league is we do not have cautions for road courses unless we introduce stages, which we did not, or we have a massive pileup, usually turn 1, obviously. So thankfully, knock on wood, we've never had to throw the caution on a road course. Hopefully today is not the day. But that's the only time that we're going to see these guys get bunched back up for a restart. Other than that, it should be smooth sailing, and I think that we're going to have a good one here tonight. Do you have any early pick?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I think this is something that if James Zangy hangs on, I think he can definitely make an appearance at the front. Last Thursday in the Checkered Crown, he did a great job at Sonoma. Lucas came away with the win, but he definitely put up a good battle to the very end. So I'd look for one of the guys sitting in row 2 to potentially lead some laps, if not win the race.
I'm going to say Michael Boyles for me, man. I mean, he's so good at road courses. Obviously, we saw the practice and qualifying time, just about a second up on Aiden, who, again, I mean, won the Triple Cs. I mean, it's pretty solid. But as I come up the hill right now, getting bunched up, field's getting tight, nose to tail. Green flag is out, and who's going to get the best start going into turn 1? Michael technically at the disadvantage just because he's going to be on the inside and he's got to brake a little bit sooner versus the outside lane for that long sweeping corner, but he's going to have just enough room to pull in front. Nicholas Moffitt is given. Oh, he gave
a lot of people running wide.
Zangy's going to give Michael the. Everybody's going off. Oh, we just got Moffitt turned around. No true big wreck, but we got Aiden Lucas up front.
That is unfortunate for Nick Moffitt. It may have given him the commentator's curse there. He's got a lot of ground to make up, already about 5.5, 6 seconds back of the rest of the pack here. So,
well, you got 20 laps to do so. So it's a nice voice crack from me. But you got 20 laps to do so, and Zangy already gave the spot back to Michael Boyles, and
a little lockup by Nissen.
Those two almost destroyed each other. That was crazy.
Ooh, a lot of turns.
Up front,
a lot of people going around at turn 6. Jackson makes about 3 or 4 passes.
I think someone that we need to watch is Jackson Samsel. I always forget how good he is at road course racing. When I was racing the Car Tomorrow League with him, he actually scored 2 road racing victories. One on fuel mileage, which you can't count that out, and the other one just was there at the right time. I mean, he's been really good at road courses, and he's always just putting himself in that perfect spot, kind of like you were talking about with Zangy. Just find his way up there, and he kind of hangs out there and just waits for the opportunity to arise. But right now, you got your heavy hitter up front. You got Aiden Lucas trying to pull as much of a gap as he can before Michael Boyles, who was, again, almost a second faster in practice and qualifying. And if he can chip those off, he's got about a 7-second gap right now. So if he can start chipping those seconds away, getting past these guys pretty easily, it's going to be a really fun race to watch. And remember, they got some beef. You got Bunder messing up the exit of the last corner right there, allowing Michael Boyles to be side by side, get a little bit better of a run. He should be able to get clear of him going up the hill and into turn 1. Yeah, he's already clear by the start and finish line. Boyles back up to the podium.
And Rick Brundren's sitting P4. I don't think you can count him out yet. I think he is going to definitely put up a fight here. He's definitely got a lot more. Oh, as Boyles hits the dirt. Nice. A lot of gravel on the track right now. You can't even see the pavement without looking at a piece of gravel. So it's definitely slick out there.
Awesome. All right, well, we're going to have to measure this gap every single lap. So right now, from what I can see, from the start and finish line, it was 3.6 seconds from Michael Boyles to Aiden Lucas. And with Keegan in the way, who is a teammate, we've talked about it so much so far this season about how teammates can really help you, and same for the Boyle brothers and this team with Aiden Lucas and Keegan Huey. Those two guys together are just like tail gunners. It's really interesting. It kind of reminds me a lot of F1 in 2021. I don't know if you were watching then.
Just a lot of two teammates able to win the championship. Team orders.
And we got a pass brewing for second right now. Michael Boyles and Keegan entering the kink, or not the kink, sorry, side by side. It's the Canada corner. My bad.
This is the carousel.
Michael hanging strong. My bad. I'm even dumber. But you got Michael holding along the outside. Not gonna have enough. But
Well,
he's
they're
gonna
heading into the
still.
kink. It's not a place. It's not very easy to go through there one by one, let alone side by side. Michael Boyles goes
Michael off
through the
track.
grass, fighting, sawing the wheel back and
Holding
forth.
onto that thing.
So we got
He
James
has the
Zangy here
outside
making
lane
a
here. I wonder if he's
move.
gonna be able to hold on.
As these two are fighting, Lucas is pulling away, and Zangy and Bundren are catching up. We might have a four-way battle here coming onto the front straight. So they start lap 3, decently fanned out in the top 5. Lucas is about already a corner ahead of the rest of the group. James Zangy has been closing the gap on P3. Maybe getting quite a bit of tow here. Going down into turn 5. Able to
Again, they're off
pass.
track.
James looks down the inside, makes the pass up to P3. Michael Boyles stretches his gap from P3 about a second and a half. Lucas's gap stretched to about 6.5 seconds now. So we go back into the battle for 11th here. Misael gets a good draft on Charles heading into turn 5. Oops, locks it up. Tags the wall. Looks like his car's fine. Just a lot of speed, not a lot of downforce when you're riding right behind someone like that.
My booth has been covered. I cannot see anything anymore. Nothing is loading for me. This is not good, fellas. Am I muted?
All right, we got heading into Canada corner, Jackson Samsel coming up on Charles Broderick. Charles, oops, puts a little bit too much power down. Ass end kicks around on him there. Justin says, thank you, I will head on. Sounds like Tyler is back from his technical malfunction.
Bundren just almost fully spins around, just kind of kicks it out sideways. Car's already going down pit lane right now. Alright, so here's the big part now. Now we manage that gap between Michael and Aiden. You can't get too comfortable if you are Aiden because you have a lot less than 6.1 seconds of room if he's gaining a second per lap. But you can't push it to the point where you're going to burn up your stuff and you're going to wreck it. This is going to be really fun to watch between these two. Again, rivalry. Michael is super aggressive. Aiden's going to have to race him that way to earn that respect back from him. But yeah, like you were talking about earlier too, look at James Zangi, 8.5 seconds off the lead right now. I kind of want to see what the gap is coming across the line, but he's looking really good in that podium spot and trying to click off that first one of the season. Hard one to get, and after that, they should start flowing in a little bit better.
See, Lucas about to put Peter Stewart a lap down. If he can make the pass here. Got Justin Sharp coming out of pit lane right behind him. Little wide.
Right there.
A lot of gravel on the outside of turn 1 right now, but it looks like he should be able to secure the pass here. There he goes.
That's not going to be the most ideal thing for Lucas, especially after that last lap from Michael Boyles. You want to take a guess what that last lap was for Michael? Or how far off he is now?
No, what are they running? They're running
only
like
5.5.
2:11s or something.
2:12.4 for Michael, and a 2:13.0 for Aiden. So that gap came down a considerable amount. It's 5.5 seconds at the line, so it went from 6.1 to 5.5. So a little over 5/10 of a lap per lap. So 6/10 per lap if you want to get real technical with it, and this is gonna come down to the wire. 5 laps in, gonna be 15 laps to go, and a 5.5 second gap. So again, if you want to do the math, half a second per lap.
Definitely doable.
That's gonna be really close to the end. But Michael just touches the grass a little bit, gets a little squirrely, but I think he's just so fast, it doesn't even matter. Zangi coming around the carousel right now as well, losing a little bit of time. Keegan is trying to pop back up and take that podium away from James, but he's getting real squirrely on the exit there. He's trying to get it around Justin Sharp, who's going to let him have the room. No, just kidding, I lied. I couldn't see him.
Making it go too wide in the kink. That's going to take a little bit of speed off of Keegan, but that's kind of part of that corner. Is it's more about survival than making up a lot of time. You definitely can make up a lot of time if you risk it, but that might be the last corner you drive.
Yeah, that's for sure. Coming up the hill right now, Aiden Lucas going to lead another lap, obviously. He has a pretty sizable gap still over Michael Boyles. But again, I'm really curious to see what it's going to be next time by. Last lap, 2:13.8 for Aiden. 2:13.1 for Michael. 4.8 seconds now is the gap. And I know it's early on, but we're talking about this like it's the last couple laps. This race, it doesn't look very long with 20 laps. It's going to feel like forever for the drivers, but it's going to wind down quickly when battles like this are happening. Michael has to be absolutely perfect from here on out just to get to him and have enough time to pass him and try to do it cleanly, you know.
We got a couple of close battles back in the field. Oh, Abraham accidentally sends it too wide, turn 1, keeps it out of the wall.
You cursed him.
Gonna bring a lot of trash back onto the track. Coming in right in front of Rick and Caden is there in their battle here.
If you look at turn 1, it looked like it's snowing right now with how much gravel is on there. Like the grass literally looks white. These drivers, they like to go dirt track, and we might have to do a dirt track for the All-Star race instead of Texas.
I'm sure we'd have a lot of fairly happy people out there if we did that.
I know a few.
Peter Stewart moves aside to let Michael Boyles continue on his hunt for Lucas.
We should tune into this battle here for 8th spot. So with P8, we got Rick, Caden, and Jordan. Or we got Rick, Caden. I lied. I thought Abraham was a little higher up. Yeah, there he is. Sorry, I lost him in the and everything, and I just cursed him again. So now we both have cursed him. Hopefully the curses are done with Abraham. He does not need any more curses. The only thing he should be cursing is his screen right now.
Well, right here with Caden here as he's battling for Rick, heading into the kink. A lot of high speed, able to make up a lot of time here. Why don't we crank it up a little bit?
Down to crank it up. your call when to crank her back down.
Yeah, we'll crank her back down. Unfortunately, Caden cranked her a little bit too hard there on that corner. Got a little bit loose. Bundren runs away with the victory in that
car
one.
went up with the rear tires spinning.
Oh yeah, the volume was probably loud there as well for the fans at home. We'll crank that back down. There we go. So Rick Bundren with a good little battle victory there.
Yeah, he's been holding off. I mean, he had that little spin earlier, and I know he's one of your road racing guys, right? Like you race with him?
Yeah, he's on our endurance team. We got him to kind of make the commitment to some oval. I'm sure he's glad that it's not on oval this week, but yeah, he's learning a lot. He's asking a lot of questions. He knows how it works. So I think he'll be a contender, but definitely by the end of the season.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, he had a good showing at Daytona. Looked like he had good car control. Looks like he has good car control here. Obviously, had the little mistake, but it's super hard to jump in from road racing cars into stock cars on the road courses. It's just a whole different animal. But while we were gone, this gap shrunk again. So it went to 3.5 the last lap while we cranked it up, and now it's down to 2.6 seconds. So give it about 1 or 2 more laps, and he's going to be full of Michael Boyles and Aiden's mirror. We're on lap 8 right now as well, so he has a long time. He can just get up there, kind of pressure him into a mistake, do it cleanly, or he could just do it the Michael Boyle style as he's doing it right now, just sliding the end out and just finding a way in front of him somehow, some way. Probably gonna lock it up, do a kickflip over him. That's just how Michael does it. Let's go through your field here real quick though, before we get into another battle. We got Aiden Lucas, who's led every single lap so far. Qualified second, just had some good luck go his way. You got Michael Boyles, P2, catching him pretty quickly, but he's still got a long ways to go. James Zangi looking for his first podium of the season, and hopefully first of many with Adam Boyles, Michael Boyles' brother, right behind James here by a couple seconds. This battle should get pretty good also. Adam is a really good road racer as well. You can't sell him short. Michael is just amazing at the craft, but Adams, he's no slouch. Keegan loses another spot behind him, down to 5th right now. Starting from 7th though, it's not a bad come up. Then you got Nicholas Moffett, had a really bad, unfortunate start to the beginning of the race, getting into the back of the 20 car, it looks like, or the 05, I forget which one. But he's made his way back up after being spun out in the back of the pack. Then Rick, your boy right there, in the 45 car in 7th position, having a decent run here. Started 9th up to 7th, 2-spot gain. Abraham Kalufa, a spin, still P8. So he's gained, what is that, 5 spots. Pretty solid night from him so far. But now here you got your first bigger loser. Started 6th, is 9th right now, is Caden. Jordan Nissen started 14th up to 10th right now. The American driver, your brother, who loves to adopt Antarctican children. I mean, can you tell us about that real quick?
Yeah, I mean, he met a couple of his wives while he was living in Antarctica, doing some research on extraterrestrials, and you know what happens when you're uncovering ancient beings in the ice is sometimes you find small Antarctican species. So
we have the med unit coming up just in case there's a stroke victim, but he'll be back up in a second. Yeah, very valiant. Just honestly, a great man overall. He's trying to uncover the world's secrets with the aliens in Antarctica, and definitely some other group that went there, possibly after World War II. He's trying to uncover the secrets and expose it to the world, but instead he exposed himself to a couple of his wives.
Yeah, moving on. Unfortunately, a lap down. Peter Stewart might be having some tire issues after a couple spins earlier. Charles Broderick sitting P13. Rookie Justin Sharp, number 69 machine. Out there whooping her through. We might have a little battle here for P14 as we're coming through here.
Points are points.
This Misael makes the pass to get P14.
And he is Charles, not too far ahead of him in his sights. Also, there was a pass on Jordan Nissen. It was Jackson Samsel who was able to get around him, ran him from quite a few seconds down. I don't see him getting up to Rick, but I do see Charles sliding off the track right now, which is going to allow Flores to possibly scoot by. Either that or it's going to make that battle real tight.
We also got a tight battle with Caden as well. Gaining on Abraham. As we do, looking at the tower, Michael Boyles has the gap down to under 2 seconds, so we will return to that as soon as that gets a little bit closer. We'll see what Caden and Abe can do here as they head down into Canada Corner. Finishing up Canada Corner, gotten through half of their ventures through that corner.
And Abraham is around Caden. I don't know if you just said that. My mic might have cut out.
He's been in front of him. Caden's about to pass him here, coming up.
Duh.
Maybe, possibly. Side by side
I
heading
think we
into
need to
turn 1.
Get the med unit back up here because I might also be having a stroke. It might be contagious.
Yeah, I don't know
But a
if
nice battle side by side. Wow.
still side by side through turn 2, heading into turn 3.
On him? Nah, just took a peek. Took a little.
He knows that he's coming
Wasn't able
into
to get there though.
he's coming into this long straightaway heading into turn 5. Definitely can get the speed advantage once you tuck in behind him.
Tuning back into the battle for the lead right now. We got about 10, or we're gonna have 10 to go at the line, so halfway at the line, and the gap's down to 1.8 seconds at the last time they crossed the start and finish line. So still gaining a little bit, not a significant amount like he was last time. Michael's tires could be cooked, but also that could lead to an even better battle. With these guys getting this close, it's gonna come down to the wire, and it might come down to a bumper business.
As Abraham goes wide in the bottom of Hurry Downs, Caden finally finishes the move. Had a little bit of a lead on him through turn 5. Looks like Lucas has pulled into the pits. He's coming through.
Lucas
I'm not sure if
pulled
if it's a tire issue or if it is for fuel. But he is pulling down pit lane.
We're just gonna stop at the halfway mark. Now it's gonna be the real question: is Michael gonna try to save fuel, or is he gonna come down too? I have to assume he's gonna come back down pit road also and just get some freshy tires on it, especially with the way he's sliding the car right now.
The other
Ziggy,
Boyles
though, he's
did
gonna be
pull
up
in. I
P2
wonder if they're
right
going
now.
to do a kind of teammate thing here to see if it's worth going in or not. It looks like we have a lot of takers in pit road right now.
Yeah, I mean, may as well split it in half. You know, I mean, best way to do it, just cut it right in half. Have a good little tire advantage on the exit. I'm really curious to see what Michael and Adams do right here. See how like they're outlap and all that. Just a comparison between those two. So Adams coming out of pit road right now. Gonna be interesting to see where they all cycle through at. So with Aiden on track right now, he's coming down the hill right now into that really tight corner. You're gonna lock up the brakes a little bit, something he does not want to do. He wants to build as much of a gap as he can on this outlap, and the lap after that, depending on if Michael pits or not. He's gonna have the tire advantage though for about a lap at least, just with a little warmer tires, as Michael is gonna come out of pit lane with some cold, fresh tires.
Ooh,
Caden
Michael
Abraham
Boyles
on that
has
pit
to
road.
swerve to avoid. I believe that was Justin Sharp was around in Canada Corner. So Michael Boyles comes around the last corner. Let's see if he looks to pit. And he does come across the straightaway into the pits. All right, so I believe that leaves James Zangy as the next one who has not pit yet. He does have a 27-second gap. He's staying out. He takes the little bit of draft that he has on Justin Sharp, maybe just to give him a little bit of a boost. Hopefully Justin realizes that's the leading group, and it is.
The gap between Aiden and Michael is going to be 10.5 seconds. It looked like, at least. Aiden is coming around the last corner right now, onto the straightaway, working his way up the gears up the hill right now. And right side tire is being worked on. Michael's out of the pit lane. He's going on track right now, and it's going to be tight. So getting back up to speed, it's going to be a bigger gap than what it started. Not by much, but I think it's about a 2 or 3 second gap right now, leaving a little bit more work for Michael. But again, it's not out of the question for Michael, yet it's also not out of the question for Aiden if he can just hold on to it. James still has to come into pit road.
I'm wondering if he's got a 26-second gap, which might not be enough to save the entire time. I'm not sure what his fuel situation looks like. It will be interesting to see if he comes in this. If he doesn't come in this lap, he might be staying out the whole time.
Yeah, he might be. Either that or he's just banking on something crazy happening between those two.
Back in the battle for P9, Jackson
Charles
Samsel.
And Jackson.
Abraham and Jackson.
I heard Charles say sorry, Jackson. I heard Charles say sorry, so I'm guessing he just like got into him or like held him up a little bit, allowing Abraham to get by. But Abraham's gonna be off the track, allowing Jackson to get right back. Jackson
Abraham's
been
been
top 10, started 12th. I mean,
he's been having.
He's been guys right here, right?
I was just gonna say Abraham's just had a little bit of issues in turn 1 today.
Yeah, I mean Abraham, he likes to drift off track, I guess. I mean, it's fun. He's been having just a little bit of issues on the road courses. I know he's gonna be cursing me for that one, just like we're cursing him in the booth, just by different voodoo magic, you know.
He's sitting in his car going, "What? Seriously?"
Probably distracting him more.
James Zangy stayed out again another lap. He is on lap 13 without pitting right now. Lucas pit on lap 10. Quite a few of the top 10 pit on lap 10 other than Michael Boyles stayed out for lap 11. We'll see how long James can go here. Still got a 25-second gap.
That's enough if he could save enough fuel, because like I said, when I was driving the car around, it looked like we had just enough fuel to make it if you save just a hair. So I mean, as long as he's not pushing the car too hard, he's not sliding the rear tires, he's keeping it intact, he could well be on his way to having a fuel mileage race right here. And again, these two might get into it, Michael and Aiden. If those two get into it, that's going to leave a little bit more space for James to breathe.
I know James probably has about 3 or 4 different fuel calculators up right now. Probably some saying he's going to make it, some say that he needs to pit. It'd be interesting to get inside his head if he is able to hold one of these guys off and maintain a podium.
I don't think he's going for podiums right now, brother. I think he's going for the victory. Which, I mean, you got to respect it. That's a big call if he does stay out the rest of the way here. He's taking a draft behind Flores. Gets around him going into the last few corners here. We got Keegan and Nicholas Moffitt close together within about a second of each other. This is gonna be a fun battle shaping up. You got Nick Moffitt, who's pretty good road racer, man. His guy's honestly, he impresses me on the road. He impresses me everywhere. He's one of your drivers as well. I mean, can you speak a little bit about him?
Yeah, we did have a team enter into the Daytona 24 race last week, and Moffitt, and he had quite a good run. Got us up into the lead for a little bit. We ended up losing the lead later just due to some cold tires on a GTP. Didn't break in time, sent us back about 25 minutes, but overall it was a good race. We're definitely planning on taking it to Mount Panorama.
Real quick, I just saw Jackson. I had to go rewind it a little bit. He's in the Infield Care Center right now. He just got checked out and evaluated. He did exactly what we were talking about earlier, where he looked like he just lost the car going into the kink and just driver sided it straight into the wall, spun out, hit the wall again. And man, Jackson, you got us?
Yeah.
Got us in the booth here?
Hey.
Yeah, that was a nasty hit for you, buddy. Are you alright? How many concussions are on your brain right now?
Probably like 4 concussions.
So
I
if
think.
I was holding up,
Go ahead.
if I was holding up 3 fingers right now, how many do you think you'd see?
17.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Well, maybe I only have 3 concussions.
That's true.
What'd you say?
What did the doctor say in there? Did they say that you're all right, good to go for next week, or you have to sit one out, or?
I think I'll be good to go for next week. It's just yeah, I had a few run-ins out there.
I mean, you were looking solid
Bruised
for
me up.
when you were running on track. And speaking of running on track, we got Michael Boyles and Aiden Lucas back to, dude, they're bumping to bumper right now.
Uh-oh.
They're going through the kink. And Jackson, why don't you hang out with us for a second and try to see how many versions of this you see with your concussed brain. Michael Locke.
It looks to the inside.
Of a bumper.
Oh,
They're
man.
touching.
If he can hold it here, he's going to have the spot. I don't think he can, though.
No, he's going to shut the door on him. Aiden is Lucas maintaining that spot. Going to try to take the inside for this last corner here. Boyles trying to send it around the outside. He's going to keep it there. Wow, that was impressive. He's not going to best run off, but he's going to get the draft up the straightaway. That draft
see if Aiden blocks inside.
Turn 1 is going to be a tough move here with all the gravel as well. I don't know if they've considered that as they go too wide side by side into turn 1.
Oh.
Not quite. Michael lets them have that one. As they're going through, you can see their brake discs are red hot as they're going through here. So they're definitely putting a lot of heat into these tires. Hopefully it's not too much that they're not putting enough pressure on James for him to use his fuel. He might be able to finish this race without pitting.
Yeah, that gap is 24.8, so not much of a change between them right now, especially with these two starting to battle. Like I was saying, they're still nose to tail right now. Boyle's just following suit, trying to fake him out, gives him a little bit of a look. Not going to be enough, though. Trying to get a better exit, though.
That's an interesting situation with James.
Yeah, it really
is.
The
more these two battle, the more you can save.
Yeah, before
so what was it
you...
looking like for you? Oh, he's looking to the inside. He's going to send it.
Oh.
Sends it the bound of hurry downs. Lucas gets a little bit of the gravel enough to give him the gap and complete the pass. I know from previous experiences between these two, Lucas is definitely looking to give that back to him.
Oh, he's looking to give back 2 things to him now. He's not going to be a happy camper right here. He might even send it on him in this last corner. This last
he goes sideways through the kink.
He's sliding it.
He is pushing it right now. This is insane. I mean, these two have a rivalry brewing. He's going to send it super deep. He's going to send it on him.
Goodness. Too much.
Wow.
Not too
Locks
much.
us up a little bit.
My goodness.
How did he hold on to that? They're side by side with Aiden to the inside. He's going to have the spot back and cut the nose off the 05 once again. He's showing him, do not race me like that. And he is showing his talent back. Michael's going to check up. He's going to lock up the brakes, have to get off of him to try to slow down the car.
I don't think Mike can have a run now. Lost a lot of time there.
Oh, yeah.
And
we only have 5 laps to go.
That gap is still growing.
5 laps to go. 25.8 seconds from the no-pitter James Zangi. He's going to try to hold on to this thing. At this point, you have to. Even if you run out of fuel, man. That is insane. You might have to come in on the last lap, pull a Michael Schumacher just pit on the last lap, get a little splash if you can, shorten up the track a little bit. That is insane. That was a wild move by Aiden. I cannot believe he held on to that. Michael's gonna be not fuming because he's always happy, but he's gonna be working hard to get that one back.
He's just thinking to himself.
Some insight on fuel. While I was involved in that first corner incident, I pit lap 2, and I was gaining about 0.1 every lap. Like, I was saving a little bit just because I was so back, but I think it's possible for Zengi.
It might be one of the biggest margins of victory that we've ever had if he can pull this off.
In front runners for sure. I don't think the gap's going to stay that big very long. I do think that these two are going to run him down if they stop battling. Especially if Michael gets around Aiden. I think Michael's just a little bit quicker overall on raw pace, it seems like. But Aiden, man, he's fuming.
I don't think Lucas is interested. I don't think he's thinking about James right now. I think he is just trying to put some space between him and Michael Boyles. It's obviously not working as it's under a third of a second through the kink here. Both cars pushing it.
I don't even think that it's trying to put a gap right now. I think it's trying to put a message on Boyles. Because these two, again, they've already started a rivalry from last week. Aiden's not a happy camper about what happened.
Boyles gets a good exit side by side.
My goodness.
Wow. They're sliding it. James is loving this. You can't even see him on track, but he for sure is loving it. He's seen that gap blow up just a little bit more.
He's in the pit.
James is in the pits.
He's going to have to take a splash and go or something, or he's going to have to just hope for the best.
Oh, no.
He is not going to come out.
That's not good.
He's not going to have enough. I thought he was going to go for it. Is he going to take a splash and go or all tires? I mean, there's a possibility that these two wreck each other, and then it could be Zangi's. He just took a splash
almost
and go.
some bumper business.
He's already out of the pit lane.
Michael's there.
Knock, knock.
He's waiting. Just there.
Giving him another little nudge or sideways coming out of that turn right there.
He's been able to get a little bit better exit when he can get it to stick, but turn 1 and 3 there, he got a little bit loose. Might be using up all the grip that he has left that he's going to need. He might have to be as he looks to the inside. I don't know if he got a little contact there or not.
If I'm Mike, I wait till Canada corner. That's where I'd make my move.
That's the move, or the corner where Lucas made the pass on Michael Boyles 2 laps ago.
And then Aiden decided to defy physics and just send it in there at Mach 90 and somehow stop and slow down.
Somehow held on to it.
I'm extremely surprised.
A lot of gravel.
On this battle, I kind of forgot that we're only going to have 3 laps to go at the line, which is forever, yet not long enough at the same time.
No, this race could go on forever. I'd watch this.
Yeah, these two are going to be putting on a show for the rest of this race, for sure. Whoa! Sideways for Aiden off that corner.
We'll try to throw the gyro cam on so you can really see how slidey and sideways these guys get. There's not a lot of camber in these corners, so you are really managing the mechanical grip.
Yeah, all 0.1 Gs that it has. They're locking him up going to the corner. You can tell they're locking up the rear brake just by the way that it's sliding on the entrance. They're going side by side up the hill. Michael with a little bit better of a run, it looks like. He's going to try to pull the draft once again. Aiden's going to want to have that left side, or that right side of the track. Really interested to see.
Michael's
going to send it. They're both
big block.
Big send.
Oh!
Runs him off the track.
Runs him off.
Does not give him enough room.
Michael's going to give the spot back, I think. Michael's going to give the spot back. That's respectable.
Saves him a nasty EOL at the start of the next race.
And then Michael's just going to, I think that was strategic by Michael. He's setting himself up just for this corner.
Coming in turn 5, do the same thing. Look to the inside, maybe. There he goes. Thinks against it. Looks to the outside. Good defense there by the 20.
up a little bit of a smoke screen. Aiden is on Michael.
Let's see, Lucas gets loose on the little bump through Corvette corner. It actually lines him up well to fire off into turn 6 there.
Here's another move. Oh, he's gonna wait.
Takes a look once again. These two are just so evenly matched, it seems like right now. It's so hard to get a move done.
If you're Michael, when would you make your move? Because would you wait?
I think I'd do it on the last couple corners because Michael seems to be a little bit quicker, like barring Aiden's one incredible move that he had where he got the spot back. Aiden doesn't seem to be as quick as Michael, who's
Goes
off
off
right now.
track, able to keep it under, but that's going to cost him about a half a second, if not more.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a big gap going into this last couple laps here with 2 laps to go at the line when they get there. They're both sliding it like crazy right now. I'm really interested to see what kind of lap times Zengi's putting down because he's not like super far off, especially if these two get into it.
A little
He's
bit.
going to be there. Aiden though, man, what a masterclass defense. He had that spot lost, and I thought it was over after that, but he sent it in there at incredible speeds. The brake somehow held on.
He's throwing the right moves when he
Masterclass
needs
right
to. Yeah, he's got his pilot license out there, showing out the window, saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, I know what I'm doing." A lot of gravel
Look at
through
how
turn
much
2.
debris. I
Got
wonder
two
who put
laps
that
to
there.
go.
I'm gonna guess it was these two.
They're
Yeah,
both
less than a second still.
very
Yeah, he's
much
brought it back in.
very much pushing this right now.
I think at this point, if you're Michael, you can't let him have another shot at you. You've got to take the last shot. You've got to make it stick.
100%. I mean, he still owes you one from last week. He's obviously not happy with you. There's the way that he's driving right now.
Stay away from him
Yeah,
as
but
long
you
as you
have to have a
can, and when you
shot.
have to go next to him, do it quick.
I mean, a bumper business is clean. We don't want to take away from true stock car racing, but obviously an intentional wreck is an intentional wreck.
Kudos
So you
for
gotta toe that fine line.
kudos for giving the position back. I think that's a very noble move. It shows you you understand kind of the importance of this battle.
100%. Also, just saying it, I don't think it's gonna happen unless these two wreck. But James Zangi was 2.7 seconds faster than Aiden, who ran the faster lap between those two. Between Aiden and Michael. He was 2.7 seconds faster and over 3 seconds faster than Michael that last lap. Obviously, I kind of want to see what the difference is this lap because those two were battling, kind of slowed each other up. But it doesn't look like James is having too bad of a time back there. If something happens, he's going to capitalize in the catbird seat. Michael absolutely driving the wheels off that thing right now. Going up the straightaway.
White flag.
White flag is out. Gap is 0.3 of a second, just under 4.
He's coming to turn
Hard
1
on
for
the
the
brake.
last time. Doesn't make a move.
Laying
Gets
on
nice
the
and
bumper.
close.
Let's see if the lap car. I just saw the lap car. Wonder if he will get in the way.
It is
Let him through.
it is Lucas's teammate up ahead, Keegan Huey, that is the lapped car.
Oh,
We could
The
see
tail gunner.
something going on here. Doesn't look
What
like
I see
he's
right now is the draft.
he didn't purposely slow down to give him the draft, but I can imagine he's going to let his teammate by without much of a problem.
He's not gonna. Oh,
Boyles sends it
Michael
in.
gets
Oh!
sideways.
Huey's in the dirt, so that will not be a problem as well. He is out of the way. It is
He's
1v1
not
once
getting very good
again.
corner right
Mike.
there. Here comes Mike. Michael's gonna send it on him right here. This is what he did last time.
Lucas
They're gonna be side by side.
Lucas makes himself have
Through the
room on the
carousel.
inside, side by side through the carousel. Somebody has to come
No.
out ahead here,
Not-
otherwise
Not Jordan, get out the way.
Oh no.
Jordan stays left.
He's gonna
Boyles,
let
he
him
blocks
through.
Boyles slightly, just enough.
Michael's gonna have a rough line.
They're both gonna have a rough line. I mean, that was a bad
Mike's
exit for
gotta
the
send
20
it.
car. He's gonna have to send it right here. He's fast on the exit. I think
He's
he can
got
do
no
it if he can
choice.
get a good corner. If he can get a good corner here, I think he can wait till the last corner. Sends it.
Sends it.
He's there.
Oh,
Clips the dirt.
He's enough.
Can't get the grip in the
Oh,
gravel.
no.
He's got
He's
one
there
last
enough to
chance.
bumper oh no.
He's
He
got
doesn't
one
have
last
it. He
chance.
lost it. The gap is too big right now. Aiden cannot mess up this last corner though. He's touching the grass. He's gonna slide off the corner.
Oh, can't hook it up.
Unbelievable.
What a battle to the end. Aiden Lucas is going to get a deserving first victory of the season, holding off the hard-charging Michael Boyles. P3, Jordan Nis, or not Jordan
James
Nis,
Zangi comes through. P3.
James Zangi, what a run for him. Adam Boyles coming up the hill right now, gonna finish 4th with Nicholas Moffitt. Nobody close to Moffitt. As long as he keeps it on track, he's gonna be locking up that top 5 spot.
Oh, and as you jinxed him again.
The curse!
Another curse for
know
Moffitt.
that.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That was diabolical. I'm so sorry for your team. I will pay for your repairs.
Almost reminiscent of lap 1. First corner, last corner, just unfortunate for Moffitt.
He's gonna
Somehow
hold on
pulls
a
out
bit,
a top 5, but I know he was thinking he was gonna do a little bit better than that.
I'd like to acknowledge Peter. He lagged out on the lap. And he brings home a top 10. He loaded back in, he was a lap down, and he rallies for a top 10.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I want to point that out. That was a phenomenal
incredible.
drive.
I mean, that's why he's a champion. He deserves it. He deserves every bit of that championship, and that just shows again why he is a championship driver. Aiden absolutely celebrating with the fans right now.
Thought, hey, this part of the track doesn't have any gravel on it. Teammate Keegan Huey pulls over, lets him get back on track.
If you got a second too, we should watch the last lap battle with Flores and Charles here. I'm watching them. They look like they go back and forth a little bit.
Oh man.
Charles absolutely gets obliterated. But last corner, that's impressive.
Yeah, it looks like he's.
Charles walking away with the. Oh.
Looks like Flores has a little bit of a gap behind or ahead of him to Charles coming into Canada corner. Charles gets wide. I see. Charles gets a little bit wide in Canada corner.
Keep watching. I got some bad news for Flores.
I think I saw it on the replay.
Coming here and locks up the front right. Oh no, and he's around.
It's Charles.
And Charles comes flying through.
Yeah, Charles.
Look at that.
Hey, that's my driver.
Always taking advantage of the situation.
What an incredible battle. Well, we need to start interviewing some people because that was incredible. Jackson, I hope your concussion gets better. I know they put bandages on your head. Hopefully you can see straight tomorrow. Appreciate you being here and calling the last couple laps with us. That was some insane racing.
It was an honor. Thank you for having me. Good luck with interviews. I'll see you next week. Myrtle Beach, right?
Yes, sir. Hey,
all right.
You got to bring the padded helmet after that one.
Yeah, bring the Guardian cap.
For sure.
Perfect. Definitely one of the staples of the league. What a beast, that man, Jackson Samsel. But we're gonna bring in P3 wherever he went. James Zangi. James, you got a copy up in the booth?
Oh, I do.
What a podium. What a drive all around. You stayed out extremely late. What was your initial strategy going into that? We thought we had an idea, but then you ended up pitting. What was going through your brain through that whole race?
I knew the fuel wouldn't make it to the end, so I had to pit anyway. But halfway through, everyone was complaining about tires. I was like, these actually don't feel too bad. So I was like, let's just see. Like, I know I'm not going to catch the leaders, but maybe it'll help me fend off the people behind me. So I just held it as long as I can on fuel, came in for fuel. And then actually on my 19th lap, I set my fastest, or 18th lap, I set my fastest time. So, like, I guess my tires were pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty awesome. Man, we were really hoping that you were going to stay out, though. We were hoping that you were going to try to run the fuel all the way out and
Oh,
try to get the
yeah.
win there.
No,
That was,
I'm not that
that
good.
was so close. I mean, you showed that you were pretty solid, though, tonight. You were only 11 seconds off after a late pit stop after they were battling. You lose quite a few seconds on pit road, obviously, with how big this track is, and then just trying to get back up to speed with the long straightaways. So you showed your face all night. You were involved in the lap 1 wreck where cars were getting kind of bounced around, but you
Oh,
ended
yeah,
up
I do
back
want
in
to
Q3.
apologize for that right now. I did take out the leader, and then although I didn't make everyone else crash, I think just the vibe of me crashing like made everyone else join in on that vibe. So I'm gonna take full responsibility from all those crashes.
No, no, I mean it happens. It's the turn 1 at Road America with
Right.
these kind of cars. I mean that's just bound to happen. It was just tight racing. You guys are all fighting for a podium/victory. I mean, you did great. I think come back through the field, you kind of made it even more exciting with all that stuff going on too. So I can't even bash you for that. You and all the other guys had a good run coming back up through the field.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And this basement dweller Chevy was pretty quick tonight. So thanks to the team for setting that up nice.
It's
Is there
always,
anybody else
it's
that
always
you
a
want to
pleasure.
thank before we send you back?
No, that's it. I'm all good.
No, 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 no. You want to thank the sponsor?
Japan.
No, not Japan. Grid Finder.
Oh yeah, shout out Grid Finder.
Yeah.
They're pretty sweet. Their logo is cool. It makes my car look cool with the logo on it.
Goes a little faster.
Oh man.
Goes a little bit faster. Adds 5 horsepower. You know how
Well,
it is.
James. Well, I appreciate you, James, and hopefully first of many podiums this season, man. I'm super impressed with the run that you had, and I definitely like talking to you up in the booth, especially after a podium and a good finish. You got that good energy to you, and I think once you click off one, I think you're gonna start clicking them off a lot more in the season, and you've been picking it up at ovals too. So I foresee you being back in here, and again, thank you for creating a good show tonight in any single way that you can.
All right, yeah. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Tyler.
That's your podium finisher, Mr. James Zangi. Next up, we're gonna bring in the P2 man himself, Michael Boyles. I just interrupted him. I could tell just by the way he went. Oh, Michael, you got you got a copy?
Oh yeah, how are y'all?
Doing good.
Solid, man. I mean, how can we not be solid after watching that incredible battle that you and Aiden were putting on? What was going through your head after the lap 1, where you got kind of pushed off track a little bit and tried to, make your way up through the field? What were you thinking about, and especially going through those last couple laps with Aiden just side by side battling so hard? What was going through your brain?
Oh yeah. Well, either way, I will say in turn 1, James, you're all good, dog. I was gonna miss the corner either way. I knew I went in there too hard, and he just pushed me. I wasn't gonna make the corner either way, so it's all good. Um, but now the final, I kept trying to reel in Aiden, or yeah, and he was doing when I caught up to him, absolute masterclass on defense. Uh, I I made so many mistakes tonight. I'm kind of upset with myself. I didn't leave myself room for error with like incident points with like going off track and everything because I didn't realize we had a limit on that. Um, and that kept going in the back of my head. Obviously I didn't want to mess with Aiden at all, and then sure enough I did. Um, and I didn't the pass I didn't like that at all, so I wanted to give it back to him because he was leading the race and I just took it not the way I want to. Um, but yeah, he did an awesome job. That was awesome. I'm a little upset didn't get the win because I know he had a fast Toyota Impact Racing Toyota Camry. Um, but good thing is other road courses. We got Myrtle Beach next week, which is gonna be fun, even though it's not a road course. Um, but yeah, Aiden, that was awesome. That was awesome racing there. But it was. I was very stressed. I'm very sweaty now. So
I could tell just by the way that you're talking. I mean, I've raced you again many times before, and I've only heard this when you and I were throwing hands. But that's awesome to see that you're just putting in so much effort into this racing in this league as well. And I know you may not. Are you going to be permanent or no? You can say you don't even know. So, what do you? What's it
I would think
usually look
so.
like?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, it just depends. But like right now on the schedule, there's not like I would love to keep racing. I enjoy hanging out with y'all. Enjoy the racing. You know, it's just a good environment to be in. You know, this front runners, grid finder racing league. You know, it's I love it. So it's a truly an awesome experience.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, we appreciate you having you here, and now that you are possibly going to be full time for the rest of the season, you are in a championship battle now. And between you and Aiden, I think it's going to be a super fun championship to fight with. Uh, um, are you kind of locked into that mindset now that it's possibly a championship battle, or are you just going to go week for week and just try to do whatever you can, try to just click off wins wherever you can?
Yeah, I mean, I always say I want to go for the win, um, but obviously tonight I realized it was I would rather stay second than get a penalty and drop all the way back. I was like, it's not worth it tonight. And I mean, either way, Aiden was doing a great job on defense. I don't know if I would have gotten by him, and I just made so many dumb mistakes. But I I'm really pumped about this season. I enjoy the schedule. Um, but yeah, I've been looking at the championship battle a little bit. I don't even know what points are, because I didn't do good in Daytona. I know that. Um, but I guess we did okay in Michigan, and then we did okay here. So
Yeah, I mean I mean with the one throughout race that you get, it's 1 and 2 for you so far, and then Aiden's
that's true.
almost the opposite. He's like 5 and something, but he also did pretty solid at Daytona. So it should be a fun
Yeah.
championship battle shaping up.
Mm-hmm.
And again, super glad to have you because you're gonna make this thing super spicy with Aiden. He's not gonna take it easy. So appreciate you being here, man. I know you already thanked the main sponsors. Is there anybody else that you do want to thank before you go?
Obviously, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, couldn't do anything without Him. You know, obviously y'all, the putting on this league, it's so much fun. I'm always pumped up on Mondays, you know, to get to race in this league and just get to hang out with y'all guys. So obviously family, friends, all that good stuff. But yeah,
All right, brother. Well, thank you for putting on a show tonight, man. That was electric. I'm ecstatic right now. That was so sick.
Yeah,
oh
good
heck yeah,
performance.
Can't
love
wait.
to see
I,
it. Thank you.
I cannot wait to see you guys battle it out next week at Myrtle Beach. Go put some laps in, brother, and we'll see you next time, hopefully.
Absolutely will do. Thank you guys.
Thank you. That was your P2, Mr. Michael Boyles. Next up, we got P1, Aiden Lucas, after a masterclass defense from him and some insane sends. Aiden Lucas, feel free to tell us about everything that you thought about that race. Give us your whole spiel.
Oh man, what a race! There wasn't a perfect 20 laps at Road America, but I think it was the best 20 that I could have done. He got by me once, and I was just thinking, all right, he kind of used me up a little bit. So yeah, he's getting sent into Canada corner, and somehow I didn't run in the back of him, didn't kill him. Yeah, made it by, and then had some good battles. He pushed me off into one, and then let me back through. So that was really cool of him. Great sportsmanship right there. And yeah, he's gonna be exciting to battle all season, man.
Yeah, 100%. We were saying that when he was in the booth here a second ago. So real quick, I want to just zoom in on that send that you had in Canada corner. I could not believe it. I did not. Nobody could believe it when you sent it in there. There was like no way this guy's gonna make this thing stick, but it somehow stuck. You defied gravity. You put like both your hands out the window just to add a little bit more like downforce or something. That was one of the most diabolical sends I've ever seen in my life that stuck. That was so insane. What was going through your brain when you were probably sliding into that corner?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Let me push my breaking point back here a little bit. I kind of experimented with it in practice, and I didn't think it was gonna stick. I was shivering, quaking. I was like, oh well, if I'm gonna miss the corner, I might as well try and like cut it and then go like wall myself, put myself in the tires. But we made it stick, and it seemed to be the race winning move, man.
Yeah, definitely. That was insane. For sure, the race winning move. And then after that, your defense was just amazing. And obviously, like you were saying, good sportsmanship from Michael. I know he is aggressive, but he definitely has those moments where he has the really good sportsmanship. And he's going to be like that all season, just super hard to battle with in a good way. And it's going to test your nerves, but he's definitely going to have a little bit of sportsmanship when it comes to it. And you got to respect that about him. And obviously, you got to respect that racecraft coming from you and just the raw speed that you have as well. So going forward now, championship mindset. You missed out on the last championships because you had to miss a couple races. This season, I feel like you're pretty locked in, especially battling against someone like Michael. I think you two are going to be duking it out this whole season if you guys can stay consistent. Is there anything in your mind right now that you're thinking of going forward in the championship as a whole?
Yeah, I did. I was not expecting him to be as fast as he was on ovals on on the road. Like we were battling in practice. I set my lap down. He'd set a lap down. We'd go back and forth a little bit, and then I get a phone call, so I step away and I come back, and he's a second faster than me, man. I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, man, this is gonna be really exciting. Um, and it's good that you get to bring the show to the people, Tyler. It's gonna be good for you boys up here in the booth.
Yeah, 100%. And as time goes on and we start opening up the future series, you two definitely going to be a staple moving up through the ranks. And hopefully, I get to be back in there battling with you guys. That man, that's gonna be such a fun experience though, watching you guys for the rest of this championship, you two versus the rest of the field, honestly, because I know we got some other drivers who have a lot of speed in the field, but you two especially, it's gonna be a highlight. It's gonna be a championship for the ages.
Yeah, hopefully that's the goal. Just have as much fun as we can, and hopefully wind up on top at the end.
Yes, sir. Well, before we cut you loose to be able to go celebrate with your team and doing whatever you got to do, is there anybody you want to thank?
Grid Finder, as always.
Yes.
Uh, and then yeah, just the LHR guys, Kagan, Caden. Yeah, I'm sure that's not confusing for you at all. All of our names sounding so similar. Um, yeah, thank you for broadcasting and putting Jesus, putting the show on, and all the admins for what they do. And then just real quick, I noticed this. You guys might want to fix your schedule. You have a typo.
What the?
Just I'll let you guys figure that out between yourselves, but there's a typo.
All right. Well, if you want to tune in to the UFC fight that's gonna happen after this race, feel free to. We're all fighting. All the admins are fighting to figure out who made this typo, who's getting fired for the rest of their lives. It probably was me, low key.
No, this was definitely me. I mean, our Michigan race was apparently last year.
Yeah, we had to go a year in the past to watch that one.
It's definitely been a long there's a long break between the second and third race of this season. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
good
it's
to
like
be
the F1 summer break, but it's just a year break.
it's
bro.
good to be back out on track after a year hiatus. So but yeah, looking ahead, Myrtle Beach, Nashville Super Speedway, two very different tracks. Any thoughts on, which one might be your strength and which one you might need to work on?
I haven't touched Myrtle Beach since I want to say the first month, maybe the second month I got iRacing. So gonna have to brush up on that one. Maybe pull out the Dale Jr. notebooks from 98, 99. And then yeah, Nashville. God, I can't speak today. Would you put in the water, Tyler?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It must have
definitely
been.
not
It
fun.
might be just the water here in Elkhart Lake. It's been up in the booth as
I
well.
think we're all messed up.
Yeah.
Good to know. Um, yeah, and then Nashville. Yeah, I feel pretty confident there. But I'm looking more forward down there at the bottom, Kern County, Laguna.
Home
Some of
track
those
for us.
fun
Come
different
on.
tracks. Monterey's a little bit closer to me.
Yeah, but like it's also California, so it'll hit the home track for you. All right, pal.
But you got 3 of them in a row right there.
West Coast
Yeah, I
swing.
got the West
Hey, who do you
Coast.
think made the schedule?
Oh my god, that is the longest West Coast
Definitely,
swing I've ever seen.
definitely not biased towards the West Coast because I'm West Coast, but honestly, I think the schedule came out pretty solid.
I like it so far.
Yeah, man, perfect. But all right, brother. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for putting up that epic battle with Michael Boyles, and so far an epic championship fight. Hopefully, we can keep it going with you guys. And again, thank you for coming in the booth also, and just again putting on that great show.
Yeah, thank you guys. Had to get one back on them after last week.
Yes, sir. Rivalry, rivalry. But all right, brother. Again, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, and great win tonight. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you guys. Be good.
Your winner, Aiden Lucas. What what a whole just race that was. That was awesome.
We've
That was
we've
some of the best
had
road racing I've ever seen.
yeah, we've had 4 really strong races this year. Field's growing,
Yeah.
especially for a road race, having 16 dudes out there. I think that was great. I'm really, really excited to see the next couple of races. Myrtle Beach will be the first test that we have with a short track package on. We'll see how much bumper business we get. We've seen a little bit of it at Michigan. We've seen quite a bit of it at Daytona. A little bit on lap 1 here today. Myrtle Beach, I think we'll see quite a bit.
For sure. We're definitely going to see a lot of bumper business at Myrtle Beach with the flat corners that it has. I'm super excited though. I'm fired up after this week. I think next week is going to also be a crazy show. Hopefully we get the same amount of drivers, and I think that we're going to have a little more depth of field for an oval. Just going back to it, I can honestly see Aiden, Michael, Adam, Moffitt, um, Peter winning. Dude, you can see so many different people winning, and it's gonna be a crazy one for sure. That's one that you do not want to miss is Myrtle Beach. It's one track that we don't really go to that much. It's gonna be like a newer addition to our schedule that we normally have, so it'll be a fun one. Drivers gonna have to start working on their off week here, not the off week, but just during the week here. They're gonna have to start putting in some laps to be able to find that like tire balance and the fuel strategy, etc. It'll be a fun one though.
Definitely also trying to just keep up with the front 2, Boyles and Lucas. I mean, if they keep having their 1-2 battles every week, it's kind of being who's going to be getting that 3rd spot, unless someone can kind of step up and stick their nose in there and try to get in the victory lane.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be extremely fun. Well, thank you everybody watching. Thank you guys for tuning in to this amazing race here at Road America. We hope to see you guys next week. Thank you to our sponsor, Grid Finder, being able to present it and just being the face of the league so far. Thank you to Troy for being the camera guy here as well as the broadcaster with me. I would not be able to do it without them. Thank you to the admin team watching, and thank you to our drivers making it happen. That was an amazing show, everybody. Thank you all again. Once again, we hope to see you next week.
Thank you, Tyler. Have a good night.